Hello guys, in this part we're going to create an aim offset. I'm going to explain really fast what an aim offset is the way of making the hands of our character to follow the movement of our camera. So the weapon goes up, down, and maybe left and right while we move the camera with our mouse. In our case, we only want to do this up and down because when we move left and right our camera, the character moves along with the movement. So we only need to change the movement of our hands while we look up or down. Alright, so let's begin. Let's go to the animations folder, right click and create a new folder. I'm going to name this folder aim offsets and grab the aim space heap and move it inside this folder. Let's double click to open the folder and now left click and duplicate. I will name this aim underscore heap underscore C for center, and then I will repeat the process and name this aim underscore heap underscore up, and one more time duplicate and name this aim underscore heap underscore D for down. So now let's open up the aim heap C. I am going to go to the first frame, right click and remove from frame 1 to frame 87. Now I'm going to the down and I'm going to go around 20. With these two buttons I can go one frame forward, one frame backwards. I want to go to frame 20. You can see here the 20. And when I do, I'm going to right click and remove from frame 0 to 20. Then right click again and remove from frame 1 to 68. Same thing for up. And now I'm going to go to the 10th frame. So make sure you're at the 10th frame here. And now right click, remove frame 0 to frame 10. And right click, remove from frame 1 to frame 78. When I do that, I want to select these three files, right click, go to Asset Actions, Bulk Edit via Property Matrix, go to Additive Settings, change this to Mesh Space, change this to Selected Animation Frame, and click here to select the base pose, and this is going to be the idle rifle hip. Now press Ctrl, Shift and S to save everything, and you can close the property matrix. Okay, now we want to implement these into an animation, to an aim offset. So right click here, go to animation and aim offset 1D, because as I said earlier, we want only to move up and down. This is one direction. If we wanted to move left and right as well, we would have chosen this. Now click here, select the skeleton and name this aim offset hip. Double click to open this. Let's go here to axis settings. Name the axis as pitch. The minimum value would be -90 and the maximum 90 degrees. Now drag the center to the center, the down over there, and the up right here. Okay, save this, and we are ready to put this into our animation blueprint. Let's go to characters folder, open up our animation blueprint, and now let's go back and back. Okay, here let's search for aim and drag and drop the aim offset we created in here. Plug this to the base pose and the output to the result. Leave the alpha to 1 and pitch. I'm going to right click and promote this to variable. I'm going to name this aim pitch. And let's select everything and Alt F to format the graph. Now we have to feed this new variable we created. So let's go back to the event graph, grab this one and put it here because we're going to need this space. And now, first of all, I am going to right click here and promote this to a variable. I'm going to name this dTime for delta time and plug this here and connect these two. Drag from is valid and search for a sequence. And now you can press Ctrl and drag this to go down there. Okay, let's select all this, press Alt and F to format the graph. And from here, we're going to create the logic to feed the aim pitch variable. Let's do this. Grab the character and from here, search for control rotation. Get control rotation. Drag again and search for actor rotation. Get actor rotation. And now we have to find the difference between these two rotations. So drag from here, search for delta rotator. And this is the delta rotator between these two. Now drag from here, search for R interp 2. Hold Control and drag this down to target. And let's feed the current rotator, which is get the aim pitch, make rotator, and Control plug this to pitch only. We don't care about roll and yaw. And this is the current rotator. Drag the D time to delta time. And I found out that 15 interp speed is absolutely fine. So we will start with this value. And now let's break this rotator and get pitch, as this is the only degrees we care about, and clamp angle between -90 and 90. And this value is the aim pitch we need to feed. So from then 0, go to set the aim pitch. Select all these and Alt F to format this. And let's comment this as aim pitch offset. Okay, and put it here. Let's compile and save. And if we hit play, you can now see that when I go my camera upwards, the hands move along. And if I go down, my hands move along. Same thing happens when I sprint. Can you see that? And same thing happens when I crouch. Up and down. Up and down. Okay, so this is a way of smoothing out our weapon movement while we move the camera up and down. So that was it for this part. We created our aim offset Thank you for watching. As always, subscribe to my channel, ask everything you like in the comments. I will try to help you out, and see you next time. Thank you for watching, guys.